my fellow human beings, and welcome to episode 55 of The Best Blessed Life. I'm your best host, Kristen, and today's topic is... Aren't you glad I'm moving to Thursdays? Before we get started, I want to thank you all for watching. Please continue to watch, comment, share, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and please pass them on to anyone you think that they could help. With that being said, I got a lot of positive words to go over with you because I haven't done an episode in a little bit. So we're going to start with the 11th of December, which was a Saturday. And the word was relief, a feeling of reassurance and relaxation following release from anxiety or distress. Sunday the 12th, notable, worthy of attention or notice, remarkable. 13th is momentous, of great importance or significance, especially in its bearing on the future. 14th is solitude, free up the mind from all the distractions of everyday life and allows it, to focus more fully on one thing. The 15th is beauty, the quality present in a person or thing that pleases the senses, especially to the sight or mind. Industrious means diligent and hardworking. Discerning, having or showing good judgment. 18th is festive, cheerful, and jovial, celebratory. The 19th is peace, a concept of societal friendship and harmony in the absence of hostility and violence, lack of conflict. The 20th was wonder, a feeling of surprise mingled with admiration, caused by something beautiful, unexpected, unfamiliar, or inexplicable. Wow, that was a long one. 21st is support, the act of showing that you believe that someone or something is good or acceptable. Unity for the 22nd, the state of being joined or united as whole, a condition of harmony. 23rd is ardent, passionate, or enthusiastic. 24th is companion, a person or animal with whom one spends a lot of time or with whom one travels. 25th, Christmas, was merry, cheerful, and lively, characterized by festivity and rejoicing. 26th was mellow, someone or something that is calm, smooth, and free from harshness. 27th was recuperate, to recover and regain something lost or taken, recover from illness or exertion. Hope, a feeling of expectation and desire for a certain thing to happen, want something to happen. The 29th is health, the state of being free from illness or injury, a person's mental and physical condition. And today, the 30th, is hallowed, greatly revered and honored, which I find kind of funny because if you take away the D and you add an EN at the end, you have Halloween, and then you're like, is it really greatly revered and honored? All right. We're going to go over the things we're doing today, which is the positive words from the week, which we just did, and then we're doing everything orange today. For one thing, my two kids are home, woohoo! And my boy loves orange, not only the color, but the flavor. And I've been wanting to make this orange chicken for a while, and so we're doing a couple of orange things today, nothing healthy. You know, if you do things in moderation, you can have a little fun every once in a while. So we're having orange chicken in a slow cooker, and then we're also doing orange dark chocolate chip cookies. So, I have everything set up, and we're going to do the orange chicken first because I'm hoping it's going to be a quick dump into the old crock pot here, and then we can get it started. But I have chunked up boneless, skinless chicken thighs. This recipe actually calls for breasts, but I think in a slow cooker, breasts tend to get dried out. So I decided to go with the thighs. Plus, I had some thighs, so why not? It calls for where is it? I lost my recipe already. 2.5 to 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast cut into 1-inch bite-sized pieces, which I did. It also calls for 1 cup of orange marmalade, a half a cup of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, and there might be a reason why she used that, but you might be able to just use whatever barbecue sauce you want. And then in this here container, I have my 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and my 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Okay. And then we need a half a teaspoon of ground ginger. Okay, So I sprayed my slow cooker. I placed the chicken evenly in the bottom. And in the medium-sized bowl, they want us to mix the marmalade, the barbecue sauce. Okay, so they basically want us to mix everything together, and I think my container for my marmalade is big enough to fit all this other stuff in, so I'm just going to do that. I didn't read that part. I thought I was just dumping everything together, to be honest, into the thing, which you probably could do, but they probably want the sauce a little bit more evenly dispersed throughout. I'm a big fan of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, so I have this on hand. The only thing I did have to go get was the marmalade, and I was hoping to find one with less sugar, but I didn't want to buy a brand name because it was like almost twice the price. So I just got store brand. Let me put my soy sauce and my apple cider vinegar in there. And hopefully I can stir this without getting it everywhere. Oh, my family was nice enough to get me this I have a new ring light that has a place to hold my camera. So now you guys can see every little mess I make, because you can see the whole counter now. Alright, come on, mix together a little better than this. I hope everybody had a good holiday. I had a great Christmas. I hope everybody had a great time to celebrate. I'm just happy to have my babies home. Okay, I think it's mixed enough. And then we're going to pour it over. And then it says we're mixing it with our chicken once we get it in here. I might not have had as much chicken as they said to go for, but my theory is I have orange chicken over rice. And frankly, when you buy orange chicken, like from the grocery store, think about how much sauce you really get and how much you get to cover your rice. And I'm hoping with this that I'll have plenty to sauce up my rice a little bit. Okay. And then we cook on high for 2.5 to 3 hours. Wasn't that easy? You like my spin move there? Okay. Here she goes. All right. See? One thing done already. Bada bing, bada boom. How long was that? 8 minutes, guys. Oop! I forgot my seasoning. I'm supposed to put a half a teaspoon of ginger in there, which really sucks because it's not really going to be mixed with the sauce, but we'll get it evenly dispersed, hopefully. Had it sitting right in front of me and I still forgot. All right. Easily fixed, guys. And I am one famous for forgetting something in everything I do. So don't panic. You can easily adjust. Okay. Voila. Done. Dinner. Voila. Okay, so now that we're done, and then 30 minutes before we're supposed to serve this, we're going to make a slurry of cornstarch and water, and that is in increments of 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of water. You mix that in, you put it in with your stuff, and you're going to cook it for the last 30 minutes. Actually, I want to start a timer because to know when that time is up. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Was that fun? Now we're on to our orange dark chocolate chip cookies. Alright, so I'm going to give you the rundown of the ingredients. So it's 2 2/3 cup all-purpose flour, 1 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of kosher sea salt, 1 cup unsalted butter, 3/4 of a cup granulated sugar, 1 1/4 cup brown sugar packed, 1 tablespoon of orange zest, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 eggs, 6 ounces of orange dark chocolate bar, and some more sea salt to for garnish. Okay, so substitutions I'm making. I never use unsalted butter, just FYI. And then I am going to add a little bit of orange juice from the orange because I did not have orange dark chocolate. So I have regular dark chocolate chips. And I'm going to put a little bit of orange juice in with our extract, our zest, sorry. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 eggs. Oh, I got all that. Okay. And then I would like to know what temperature we're baking these bad boys at. 350. All right. I didn't do that either. It's been one of those days, guys. You know how that goes. All right. So, the first thing they wanted us to do was melt our butter. And we did. It said melt it, but have a few chunks of butter in there. I don't know that I ever got chunks of butter. But, and then we have our flour, our baking soda, our cornstarch, and our salt whisked together in this bowl here. And in the large stand mixer, we're going to beat the butter and the sugars. This is unusual for me. I've not really made a cookie recipe where it actually said melt the butter. Most of the times it says don't melt the butter. But guess what? We're melting the butter. So my daughter was lovely enough to help me get this all set up today because I'm so far behind schedule. And I'm going to make her some goodies the next episode, but son goes home first. Okay. And then in this bowl we have what equals 2 cups of sugar total, but it's 1 1/4 cup of brown and then 3/4 of a cup of regular. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Okay. So, I might need that spoon, so I'm going to hang on to that. Don't need that. Put our paddle back on. I think it was a paddle, did it say? Medium speed for 1 minute. Fun times. So probably not going to be able to eat it too much. Medium speed. Okay. So yeah, we're trying to get all of our oranges out of the way, I guess. I've had a taste for orange chicken. I've wanted to try this recipe for a little while. And then it just dawned on me that I could make the cookies too and have orange up the yin yang. The other thing is, I mentioned I'm moving to Thursdays. I'm going to put out the episode on Thursdays now. I think it's going to just be a little bit more helpful to have it. Sorry, I didn't feel like I was going fast enough. To do it on Thursdays to get it to you guys before the weekend. And then it gives me a chance to recuperate over the weekend to start all over again. So, hope that works for you guys. We'll see how it works. I promise, well, I can't promise, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to move it again. Because then you'll never find it. Okie doke. That was our minute. Alright, the next thing that goes in here, we're adding the zest and vanilla. And I think I'll add my little bit of orange juice here too. I put my eggs and my orange zest on the same plate, and then my egg is covered in zest. Okay, so it's a tablespoon of orange zest. Come on, get in there. Sometimes you have to talk to your food, guys, just so you know. Okay. Alright, and it was 2 teaspoons, I believe, of vanilla, but let me double check. Yes. Okay. 1, 2. And then I'm going to cut up this orange here and give it a good squeeze in there. I don't want it to be overpowering. I just want a little bit of, since I didn't buy the orange chocolate. What I did notice was that, like 1 good sized orange amounts to like almost 1 tablespoon of zest, if you can tell. So, if you have smaller oranges, you might need to do the zest from 2. Alright, so we'll get that mixed together. Scrape down the whole orange plate. I might put some orange slices to the actual orange chicken. That would be kind of nice. Although marmalade does have a decent amount of the peel. Alright, so we're scraping the bottom. Sorry to move my mixer over here, so my back is to you, but I have so many things plugged in over there now I can't get to you guys. Okay, so the next part is, I did that. Oh, an additional minute. Gosh darn it. Sometimes I don't read these recipes before I start. Can you tell? So I get the 50. And then we're going to be doing the eggs next. 2 eggs. I set up a little cutting board on my oven here to give myself a little bit more counter space where you could see. So yeah, I'm moving to Thursdays. I thought that would be a good, decent way for me to film in the beginning of the week and get it out to you guys before the weekend. So that is what I'm doing. Couple more seconds here. Oven's ready. I'm gonna scrape again. I don't know if I'm satisfied with the orange, the level of orange. It's really lightened up the brown sugar when you heat it for a minute that high. Alright, so now we have to do our eggs one at a time. No. I love when you start to put the egg in and realize it's all starting to come together. It really does mean good binder. I think Socks is trying to find any kind of scraps on the floor here. One at a time. going to go slow and add the dry ingredients. Get a good scraping down here. Slowly add our flour. And you can put that in there. A little bit. And we'll slowly mix. Mixa, mixa, mixa. Mixa, mixa, mixa. Let me scrape this down. I love when I get it on the back of my hand so I can try some. Now, like I said, this has nothing healthy in it whatsoever. Just so you know. Oh, I want to talk to you about the reviews I got. I sent out my samples to 2 people who responded to my carrot cake question. So they ended up going to my husband's cousins, Bob and Jocelyn, in Colorado. And then they also went to my cousin, Mariah, and her husband, Tom, in Massachusetts. And I got 2 glowing reviews. Tastes just like normal carrot cake. Really moist and yummy. They liked the frosting, which is a big shocker because that was a work in progress. Like you would not believe. Well, you saw most of it. So yeah, everybody said what a great alternative. My cousin said she would prefer no nuts, but her husband loved the nuts in there. I think that was the only. Oh, and then my husband's cousin said she would have liked some pineapple chunks. And I read a few carrot cake recipes that have pineapple chunks in it, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to go with a more pure version, but I get her point. Add a nice little sweetness texture. I wonder if dried pineapple would be a thing. You know, I mean, I know they make it, but I wonder if it would work well in there, because you do add raisins, which are dried grapes, so I don't know, something to think about. Okay, we're almost done here, guys. I got one more little drop to make of the dry ingredients. I don't know about anybody else that has this, oh, I just taste orange. Well, that's good. Had more orange in it than I thought. Has a stand mixer like this, specifically KitchenAid. I did not know, and maybe you guys did, know that you're supposed to like recalibrate like your base and stuff so that your paddle hits the bottom of the bowl better. I just kept complaining because my and then there's a screw on the side I think is supposed to help with some of it. I don't know, I didn't read all the directions, but I now know that I've had this mixer for I don't know how long. Should have been calibrating it. Trying to decide if I want to squeeze a little more orange juice in there. Just like a scotch. Like a scotch. Yep, that did it right there. Perfect. Alright. Now, I have always been a fan of fruit, any kind of fruit flavor really, and dark chocolate. So, I'm kind of looking forward to trying these myself. I've never made this recipe before. So, I'm hoping it turns out well. And I think the the melted butter kind of gives you like a thinner, crispier cookie because they do look a little on like the flatter side. Okay, now we're supposed to fold in the chocolate, but I just mix it in. I'm like, we know I'm the laissez gourmet, so why should I stop now? I love those orange chocolate balls that are shaped, that are shaped like oranges. You bang them on the counter. Now, I'm gonna say I would prefer more chocolate. This does not even look remotely like enough. You have to have a good amount of chocolate in there. You just do. And I am not, of all people, I am not a chocolate chip cookie fan. Now when I say that, I mean I love chocolate chip cookie dough, but I would prefer it without the chips, believe it or not. And my daughter was lovely enough to make chocolate chip cookies with no chocolate chips. Lovely, lovely. Alright. Okie dokie. Now, let me just mix it one more time. I was hoping like spinning it around just those couple times would get this stuff off, but it won't. Okay. Alright. Now, as you know, I got this recipe from Pinterest, and I'll give you the person I got this from, so it's not to steal. I like to make them my own, but this one I wanted to try, simply to try what becomes of the flavors and how they cook up and everything, and then I'll see about how I would change it or redo it. I probably already know I would use coconut oil instead of butter, probably. And then I probably would also cut the white flour in half and use some coconut. I would probably use some coconut sugar. So there are things I could have done to fix this recipe and make it healthier. And for the most part, that's what I want to do for you guys, is take the things that you guys would think you can't have and make them accessible. So that people that can't have a lot of sugar or a lot of flour can have fun snacks, just like everybody else. Right? Alright, now I'm going to stop putting my back to you. It is almost like the kind of a combination between a sugar or butter cookie and a chocolate chip cookie. I still can't believe that there's not really a ton of chocolate in here. Hey boy!
Yeah,
You want more chocolate or less?
moderate.
Moderate, okay. He said moderate. I'm not sure that this would be considered moderate, but they are bigger chips, so maybe as they cook, they'll spread out a little bit. I'm going to play it on the safe side and leave it the way it is. Okay. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and place in the refrigerator to chill for 2 freaking hours. I knew there was a catch. This is what happens when you don't read all the directions before you get started. But I'm just going to put you guys on pause like I always do. But let me tell you who gave me this lovely recipe. It's lifemadesimplebakes.com. That doesn't sound right. Come on, let me make sure I gave you the right title. Life Made Simple. That's what it's called. Recipes for real life. All right, so as I lick my fingers in front of you, I'm going to put the plastic wrap on the top, and we'll be back with you guys in a little while. See you later. Hey guys, well, it's been about 2 hours, a little less. I'm going to mix the slurry for our orange chicken while I'm on here, which was 2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And this is going to go into our slow cooker half an hour before serving. So I just wanted to get it together and show you what it looked like. And then I will be doing that off camera. I will get reviews from everyone to tell you how it was. I'll be posting them. I guess I should have put it in a... You want to get it so it's completely, like, mixed. Okay. Alright, well, that's ready to go. I'm going to put that over here. Put that here. Nice thing I was able to do while I was gone was clean up my mess. Okay. So I'm getting my dough out. Okay, and I have prepared my cookie sheets. They basically said to put Silpat, or if you have parchment paper. And then we're going to use our cookie scoop, or a 1.5 tablespoon formed into balls of dough. Place onto the prepared sheet, leaving at least 2 inches in between. And then we sprinkle with the sea salt. And then we're going to bake them for about 11 to 13 minutes. Okay, let me get the sea salt out too, because I forgot it. I kind of forgot I was going to need it for that part. Okay, and then I'm going to show you one round, and then I'm going to show you what they look like when they're done. And I will have my son taste test one for you. Right, Bubba?
Yeah.
This dough is so cold. I can't imagine it. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? It won't come out. Okay. Wow. 2 hours almost seems too long. Because, it's almost a little too stiff for my cookie scooper. Okay. I say 2 inches apart is roughly would put you at 3 cookies across and 4, so you should get 12. I hope I'm baffled because you can't really smell the orange, but you can definitely taste it. So I'm hoping that we have enough orange in here to make a difference. I guess I don't really need my glasses on. And I would still say they had 6 ounces of chocolate, and I probably did more like 8 ounces, because when I looked at my dough, you couldn't even see the chocolate chips in there. So that is my call to add more. I mean, it's dark chocolate, so it is actually a healthier, yes, I said healthy chocolate. It's got antioxidants. I believe it lowers your blood sugar, but I could be making that up. I don't want to give be false information, so don't quote me on that. But maybe while we're waiting for them to bake, I can Google it real quick. I should know all that stuff, but you know. Oh my gosh, I have so many chocolate chips in here apparently that it's blocking my little thingy from the little swipey thing from being able to swipe. Okay, now the other thing about these chocolate chip cookies that you don't normally see in a chocolate chip cookie recipe is the refrigeration process, which leads me to believe that it's more of a, like I was saying earlier, like a sugar cookie or a shortbread butter cookie, something of that nature. So there they are. Oh, we gotta sprinkle them. Place onto the prepared sheets, leaving at least 2 inches in between. Sprinkle with sea salt. But here's the problem. Like, do I press them down a little bit? Because I feel like I'm going to sprinkle them with sea salt and it's not going to get on the cookie. Am I wrong? Now that I have that over there, I'm not used to looking over there. I'm spending my whole time looking over here. So I apologize. Normally, most of the time I'm spent off camera anyways, so. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how it's going to stay on there. I'm just going to try and flatten the top a little bit, I guess. Because she didn't say anything about flattening the dough, and I don't want to do that if it's going to flatten by itself anywho. Because I'm not done with my glasses yet. Socks is hoping I will drop Cookie, but he doesn't know. He can't have it. Right, bud? So, while we were away, Soxy had his 15th birthday, and his sister was nice enough to buy him a Workbird College collar. And I posted some pictures. He looks all handsome. I think what else happened? I feel like other things have happened. I hope I'm not making it too salty. Looks like it's not even landing on there. Alright, wish us luck that I haven't salted them to death. Alright, first batch going in. Alright, I'm going to get the other batch ready. Set this timer. Nope. 11 minutes, girl. And while that's going, I'll scoop these. Hope everybody has a safe and happy new year. We could all use a happy new year, couldn't we? Okay, come on. That is the one thing I'd say. She says use the cookie scooper, which I am, but I wonder if it would have been more appropriate to use like the 2 tablespoons. I think these chips are just too big for my, I think that's what it is, not so much that it's not cold enough, or it's too cold, sorry. Please be safe. Also remember that resolutions don't have to start in January. In fact, most times when people do that kind of stuff, I feel like it doesn't work. When I was a personal trainer, I can guarantee you that most of the people that signed up for their New Year's resolution never stayed. And I'm not trying to say that to discourage you. I'm trying to say that to ensure that when you say it, that you kind of mean it more than just saying it and then backing out of it. I love that people sign up for the gym in January. I just want it to mean more in February and March and April and May and all those good months in between there. Okay. And what I'm trying to show you with this channel more and more as I see where it's going is that I want you to see that in order to have a healthier life, you can still have fun and eat stuff and still appreciate it for what it's worth and still eat moderately and healthfully 365 and never have to have a cheat day, because every day should feel like a cheat day without being one. If that makes any sense. That's like what I want people to understand most about the channel is that it's not just about, you know, eating stuff that's good for you and missing out on stuff that tastes good. I want those to be one and the same. That's all. That's all. People to realize that eating healthy doesn't mean losing out on taste or the days when you get to have a little more sugar. Or if you're somebody that has to avoid sugar, I want you to understand, or flour, or gluten, whatever the case may be. I want you to understand it can still taste pretty yummy. Like I was telling you earlier, I got 2 pretty decent reviews from my healthier version of the carrot cake. Alright, so those are ready. I'm going to put this back in the fridge so we can get the next round going. I almost yanked the whole thing down. And plastic wrap. I mean, I don't think we really need it. I'm going to pull it out again in a little bit. I'm glad I didn't lose the whole cookie sheet. Oh, I almost forgot the salt part. I want to see what they're doing in there. We got 6 minutes left, but I want to take a peek through the door and just see what happens. If they're spreading as much as the picture shows. I should have showed you a picture of what they're going to look like. My salt is very hard, if you can tell. It's like a big ball in there. I keep hoping shaking it will get the stuff to loosen up. There we go. That's what I needed. So now I probably got too much salt on there. Okay. I'm gonna take a peek in here and see what's happening. Oh yeah, they're spreading out nice. Oh, they're Butte Clark. Alright guys, we'll be back in a little bit. Hang in there, we're in the home stretch. Alright guys, so our cookies are done. I got them cooling over here on the oven. I'm supposed to let them cool for 3 or 4 minutes on there. And then we have to transfer them to a wire rack. Just pointing out, moving to Thursdays, don't forget, this episode is coming out today, guys. So, and for future references, we'll be on Thursdays. Fingers crossed. Alright, I'm trying to think if it's been a couple minutes. I'm going to just put a couple on here, let them cool off, and by the time I'm done, hopefully they'll be ready for Jordan to try one. I know he's on pins and needles. They're very mushy still, so I probably should have waited a second to take them off the cookie sheet. But I have the next round in there, ready to go. Oh yeah, this one's good and stuck. I got a big strip of chocolate down the center of my spatula. And I added my slurry to my orange chicken. because I wanted it to have a chance to not just thicken up the sauce at the last minute, but to also cook in it for and absorb some of the flavor. So. Yeah, they're still pretty squishy, but they said to take them out when they're golden, and I was supposed to turn them halfway through, so turn the cookie sheet, rotate it halfway. They still seem a little doughy to me, but and they might need a little more salt on them. I probably should have left him alone for a little bit longer, but I wanted him to be able to come up and try one real quick. So I think a little salt in there. I know he likes salty cookies. I gotta make sure I'm not, can't see. It's weird how the salt, when you put them in the oven, doesn't really like completely dissolve. Okay, Bubba. I'm ready. I'm ready. I even added extra salt at the end because I know how much you like salty cookies.
Salty cookies.
Yeah. That should be your nickname, Salty Cookies.
Salty cookies. I don't think that's a nickname.
No?
No.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, I've been on here before.
Okay, they know.
Yep. Oh, I got chocolate on my shirt. Maybe you cool off a little bit more.
I wanted you to try it before I went off the air.
We're falling apart, but you're good.
Can you taste the orange?
Not really.
Isn't that crazy?
I know.
I put over a tablespoon and I put orange juice in it.
I don't taste really any orange.
There's a little bit of orange. I think he's totally lying, but that's okay.
I taste the cookies. They're cookies.
Okay, guys. Well, according to him, you should add some more orange.
Yeah.
But I could taste the orange. He did just get his COVID booster. Maybe it took away his sense of taste.
I mean, I can taste the rest of the cookie.
I'm just messing with you. Alright, guys. Well, I guess that's it for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate all the support. Please have a safe and healthy New Year. And with that being said, have a good day. Go do great things. Be your best self. And please live your best blessed life.
How do I get this chocolate out?
Thanks for watching. Bye.